statewide newscast. Arkansas Today.
Where for holiday meals, people usually focus on wine and food pairings, but after-meal beverages are just as important too. We're here with Tristan Cripps with Colonial Wines and Spirits to go over everything that we can expect after dinner.
Absolutely, and I will say, you know, it's called after dinner spirits and things of that nature, but I do believe Thanksgiving dinner sort of works in phases. You could also say some of this works in the pie phase.
Okay.
When things are really getting serious at Thanksgiving dinner.
All right, so you've had the full meal, you're already kind of full, and you're getting to the pie.
Well, especially with the first group that we have here are fortified spirits, and these are typically, they're dessert wines. That's how they're considered. And so they make a sweet wine, and to stop fermentation, to keep that sugar in there, they shoot brandy into it.
Okay.
And so there is a sweetness there, but there is also a stronger alcohol profile, which means these are slow sipped, small quantities. They go great with dessert pairings. We've got a tawny port. We have a sherry. So the tawny comes from Portugal.
Okay.
Sherry is a Spanish fortified wine. And the Madeira right here is Portuguese as well.
Okay.
And all of these go through oxidation. All three of these, ruby ports won't, but all three of these are oxidized. And that means air gets in and it starts to turn those typical fruit sweet flavors into richer caramel, nutty profile flavors.
Okay, so bolder.
Right, exactly. If you think of the sort of thing that would go with a pecan pie, or like that is what they get from these, and they're wonderful as just after dinner, slow sipped drinks, and they go great, like I said, with all of that sweetness that comes at the end of Thanksgiving.
So if these are pie stage one, what are the rest of these?
This is, you know, to me, this is maybe nightcapper.
Okay.
Is how I would say
Way
this.
end of the night.
All of these, technically, everything here is either a brandy or brandy based.
Okay.
And brandy is just distilled grapes. You can see it as kind of the next phase of if you took wine as fermented grapes, these are distilled and they'll become brandy. Cognac being the most famous around the world. Cognac is a region inside of Champagne, France, where they do what many would consider the best brandy in the entire world. There are extensive barrel programs. It's made from a grape called Uni Blanc, and there's a sweet profile to it that you won't find in grain spirits a lot, like bourbon and scotch. There's a specific kind of fruit sweetness to it, and it's just an amazing sipping liqueur.
And I know that these are just some examples of what you can check out, but I definitely want to make sure if people want to go and pick these up, just to get in where they can do that.
Well, Colonial Wine and Spirits is where, and you just ask, we have a ton of knowledge on our staff. And we can direct you and point you towards whatever it is you're looking for. And in fact, and trust me, this happens, you can tell us what's going to be on your Thanksgiving table.
Perfect.
And we can then say, oh, I know what to get you. I know what will go well with this. I know what pairs with this. And so it's actually a pretty fun part of the job.
Great. Fun for you, fun for those who are getting all of those beverages. And of course, Thanksgiving's coming up. So thank you for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Of course, we're going to be right back with a final check of your forecast. Don't go anywhere.